Hello to my Cancer viewers. This is Yasha with SoulsIntersect, and I have your April of 2016 reading. I'd like to let you know that I made an introductory video about myself and more about what I do, and I will include the link to that video in the description for this reading. One of the things I wanted to mention in that video that I forgot to is that I obviously don't shuffle and pull the cards on camera, and it's just mainly to do with my setup right now, but I wanted to let you know that these are authentic readings. I do go with the first cards that I pull. I usually pull 3 to 5 cards, depending on what my guidance tells me, and I meditate on your sign for a while in the time period. I don't alter anything or sugarcoat anything. So with that said, I'll start your reading. So one of the things that I'm remembering from your reading last month that's coming up again is this idea about embracing the water element of your sign. And that would be symbolic, revolving around the idea that you are very intuitive and that your strength lies in focusing on your heart over your mind. So that's coming up for me again. Basically what I'm seeing with these first 4 cards all around for this month is that there was something that you had planned, and it was either a creative endeavor or a project with someone. That could also extend to plans for a relationship. And it was something that you felt very inspired with and that you planned for, and something that made you feel like yourself and very at home. And for some of you, this could also be something you planned before coming to this lifetime, if that's something you believe. So if you're not remembering it, it could be that. It could be that you planned it before. And that's really what this, for this reading, what this 4 of Wands on the top left is telling me. And with the Page of Wands to the right of it, in this reading is an aspect of you, and that was you really making those plans, either at a young age or before you came to this lifetime, and seeing for yourself your comforts and successes revolving around really making this plan or project happen or come to pass. So that's a very fiery energy. It's something that came from spirit, very inspired, creative, spiritual, and the perfect plan in a sense. However, something that may be holding you back, some of you, is too much mental energy. So that's another strength of yours. And by no means do I want to downplay that. I think some of you are doing work that is very mental, logical in its capacities. It could require a lot of thinking, like something to do with academia or other things that requires a lot of analysis or mental focus. And again, that could be strengths for a lot of you. And it could be bringing success for a lot of you. However, there may be some lack of inspiration. And this could also extend to a way that you're approaching plans for a project or a relationship. Too much thinking, mental focus, energy. What I'm seeing happen is that, so the Page of Wands was sort of your initial state and your plan for it, but somewhere along the line, it shifted to this Knight of Swords energy, where, and it possibly was because you tried to rush it in some way, and so you started to rely on your mental faculties more than this really fiery, inspired energy and or your own intuitive, watery energy. And because you kind of switched gears in that way, you may have lost some of that inspiration that you felt before, and you may have lost track a little bit of those plans. Because it shifts to the King of Swords, again, I do see that there is success. I feel like you have all kinds of skills implementing all kinds of elements. So you can do whatever you choose to. Cancers. I really feel like you have strong abilities in every realm. And the King of Swords is confirming that for me, that whatever this shift was to something more mental, it did bring you some success, some comforts. If it was in regard to a relationship, it could have brought you to a frame of mind that made you comfortable, or it could have brought in someone with this similar energy, with this kind of, like an air sign possibly, or someone who is in your field with you, or has a lot of mental focus and uses logic the way that you've been using it. So that's how this would extend to a relationship. So again, there could be comfort, there could be some peace and happiness, but I still feel like what the message of the reading is that there was plans for something else. It's your choice if you want to cultivate that again. I just feel like the message in this reading is to try to do so. So again, in terms of relationships, there may be a fire sign that may be better for you. And that could also be like a business partner or someone to work with. It could also just be an aspect of yourself. And again, the reading is really strongly telling me to convey the message that it may be in your best interest to remember what this desire, this inspired project or plan was, and to refocus on that, to try to reawaken that part of yourself. And I'm seeing this Page of Wands with all of this yellow illuminated color surrounding his head. It may take some meditation, really delving into your spiritual side to bring that back up for you, to remember what that was. And I'm also getting that for some of you, there may have been a friend in younger years, either as a kid, someone that you did some sort of project with, or it could have been someone that you were partnered with romantically, who helped, who, if you remember them, you'd be reminded of some of this energy. So if you feel like it's something that you're forgetting, or you don't really remember why it might have been a positive thing for you, think about maybe a partnership from the past, a friend who you started some sort of creative endeavor with, and you will be reminded of that energy. That person also may still be available to help motivate you. They may be someone who has continued in this more creative field and could, as a friend, give you some, casual counsel maybe on that, just more for you to be reminded of it. I also pulled up the card from the bottom for this reading because I got the message to do that, and it was this Magician. I feel like it's confirmation that you, first of all, do have the ability to use all of the elements for your use. You Cancers, especially ones being drawn to watch this video, do have a lot of abilities and can build success in any field, I feel. However, I am seeing that lack of water energy. I'm seeing the cup in this Magician card reminding me of the cups, which are the element of water. However, we don't have any in the reading, and interestingly enough, even in this Magician card, the cup is full of a greenery, so it has a plant in it, which evokes more of the earth energy. And then I'm seeing the air with the tool that he's using, which isn't a sword, but I'm reminded of the swords. And then the infinity symbol at the top, reminding me it's clouds and sky, so also bringing in that air energy. So again, it's really confirming that you have been using this mental energy to build something stable for yourself. And if it's not actual, financial stability to the degree that you want it to be, it could just be comforts, like you feel comfortable doing that type of work, or, being with that type of person. And that's what you've been focusing on. But I do see a lack of this water energy, which is very, very pertinent to your sign. And I would encourage you to delve into those waters more and when you feel inspired. So it's just a suggestion, and for whatever reason, for some of you, I feel like it may not be that comfortable for you. You may have been taught to not trust your heart over your mind. You may be hesitant to delve into your spirituality and meditate more for possibly differing reasons. There may also be some, with this mental energy, like hesitancy to do so because of logic that you're using, or maybe even mental distress, like not disorders or anything like that, but something that's causing confusion and maybe a little OCD, things like that, wanting to stay away from that, like making you feel like it would make you too superstitious or something along those lines is what I'm getting. But the message of the reading really is to encourage you to further cultivate that aspect of yourself. And the energy is fully with you to do that. The magician is there, and the magician is there to help you along and is confirming that you have all the tools that you need to reawaken that inspiration and cultivate this intuitive side of yourself. Okay, Cancer, those are your messages for April. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you're interested in a private reading, you can email me at soulsintersect@gmail.com. Thank you.